Hey, folks, this is Way. Um, it's been a kind of long day, long week. I don't know about for you. It's only Monday, but it's been a long week. I had a kind of situation with a homeless lady, and the police and the fire and mental health folks showed up, and I was really impressed with their response. It did seem way over the top, two fire trucks and ambulance and some squad cars, but it really brought to mind that recent defund the police conversation, that no one wants to defund the police completely. They largely do a fantastic job, a caring job. The mental health care workers were part of the team, super impressive, uh, kept everything low drama and very kind. But at the same time, the response was so, I think, just practically speaking, so expensive and over the top. It really did seem curious. But that's not totally what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about compassionate society. We all say that, um, in America, we're kind of all on our own and let the chips fall where they may. It's every man or woman or child for themselves. Um, but I am really always grateful and respectful of the power and the gift that is compassionate community. We have a wonderful society that's far from enlightened here in Boulder, but it is generally very supportive and kind, and I couldn't have created Elephant without that. So just a reminder, everyone, please say where in the world you're from. I see Marisa is here. It's always delightful to see everyone from everywhere. That is community, which is what we have here. So that's what I'm here to talk about is, you can be as rich as you want, but if you don't have a safe society, I mean, that's the legend of Batman, if you know Batman, right? His parents were givers, they were rich, they were powerful, but because of a crime-ridden city, they weren't safe. And Bruce Wayne grew up without a father. And while that is a story, it is rooted in reality. So we got New York, we got Georgetown, we got Long Beach, we got St. Petersburg, West Virginia, Boulder. Hey, Danielle. What else do we have? So that was New York City, Hillsborough, Ontario, Canada, India. We usually have people from all over the world, which is really fun. We got Pennsylvania here on Facebook, Tallahassee, Vancouver, Cincinnati. We got Facebook and Instagram here. Souderton, Peterborough. So this isn't meant to be a particularly political thing, but it's just, I think this is something Republicans cherish. I think this is something Democrats cherish. I think this is something, well, maybe libertarians don't cherish it. But having a sane, functioning society is something that's good for all of us. It's good for our children. It's good for, you know, all of us. And it's precious. So we create that every, now it's only probably once a year, and we don't know when we'll do it again. But this fall, we're creating another Elephant Academy, the full academy, and 100, 200, maybe 500 of you. I want to try to get 500 folks in this time, which would be wild because I don't think we've ever had more than 140. But it's meant to be accessible. That's why we keep it cheap. It's $400 off for the next 30 hours, and then it expires. You can check it all out at elephantjournal.com/academy. This isn't some pitch or commercial particularly. This is something we keep affordable. We create this amazing community where everyone cares for and supports one another. And then what do we do with that? We write our heart out. Why write? Well, it has nothing to do with being a writer. I don't really care if people who do the academy are writers or not. We're all human. We all have hearts. That's the criteria. So why write our heart out in this time of Trump and the election and just climate change and invective and fake news and it's a crazy time in the world. So we write our heart out to unburden ourselves, to share, to be genuine, and then to inspire others, whether they're in Australia, Poconos, Kentucky, Melbourne, what did I miss? Portland, Oregon. Can't believe what you all just went through. New Zealand, LA. So when we unburden ourselves, when we write our heart out, and again, this is not for writers, it's for anyone who has a heart, which includes writers. We have a lot of writers do it who are investing in themselves and their career. But in Elephant Academy, we write our heart out, we share that with the world. And of course, you don't have to share. if you don't feel comfortable. We have a lot of pretty powerful stories. Someone here signed up for Maitri. So that's sort of the point is, yeah, as you say, writing is expanding your heart, that we write so that we can build our capacity for Maitri, which is the Buddhist word, also metta or loving kindness, for making friends with ourselves, not just parts of ourselves that we like. Maybe I like my nose, I like my, my eyes, but I don't like my lips, or I don't like my balding, or, Maitri is a powerful and tough thing. It's not self-love. It's not easy peasy, lovey-lighty. It's making friends with all the parts of ourselves that we love, that we like, that we dislike, that we're ashamed of. And the power of doing that is that then we can fully show up for this world and engage in empathy, in empathetic action, not just hiding or trying to protect ourselves from overwhelm. We actually become powerful because we know who we are, and we can afford to be gentle and grounded in the crazy waves of samsara, which is the Buddhist word for kind of chaotic, confusing community, or suffering in the whole world. Chaotic, confusing community kind of approaches what samsara is, but doesn't really. It's not accurate enough. Samsara is something we all manifest, we all go through. It's part of our nature. It's just confusion and neurosis. So that's really it. It's the last 30 hours to join at $400 off. After that, probably most of the people do Academy will join after that deadline. But for you early birds, kind of like my grandparents, when they used to like to eat at 4, Grandpa Ferd did not like to be late for early bird dinner. You early birds can get $400 off. So I hope you come join in, like maybe Jen. And the link is elephantjournal.com/academy. Big love to everybody. And we'll do it again tomorrow.